Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, today our topic will be what is immunity, and we will describe and learn how it prevents from diseases. So let's start our lecture. First of all, what is immunity? How we define immunity and our immune system. Immunity is defined as the ability of the body to resist microorganisms, their toxins, if any, foreign cells, is called as immunity. Means it resists the microorganisms. Either those microorganisms are viruses or bacteria. Now, second point, these activities are controlled by our immune system, which combats infectious agents. Now, these viruses, bacteria, or other parasites are infectious agents. Now, the third point is the study of the functioning and disorders of the immune system is formally known as immunology. The study of immune system is called immunology. Now, the immune system is a collection of cells and proteins that combat infectious agents. It means our immune system consists of cells and proteins that help us to combat those infectious agents. Now, what is the structure of our immune system? How our immune system is categorized into three major portions. Number one is innate immune system, which is our inborn natural immune system. We are born with our innate immune system. Number second is adaptive or acquired immune system. This system is based on our environment. As we know that we interact with our environment, some organisms, some microorganisms, some pathogens which are disease-causing agents, they are transmitted within our environment from one person to another person or from animals to human beings. So this type of immune system is called acquired immune system, which is adopted from our environment. It has two categories. Now, number third is the cytokines or lymphokines, which are just like hormones of our immune system. These are interleukins and interferons. These hormones, cytokines, are very helpful against the viral infection. Now, when we discuss in detail the innate immune system, then the first point is it is non-specific in nature, means it is general in action. Those organisms may be viruses or bacteria or some parasites, regardless of their specificity. So they form two lines of defenses. Now, innate immune system has two lines of defenses: first line of defense and second line of defense. Now, the first line of defense consists of our skin, our mucous membranes of our internal organs. Now, when any microorganism, when any pathogen invades in our body, our skin is the first line of defense which prevents us from infection, from any disease. Because our skin has some resistance against those microorganisms. Our skin has some enzymes as well. And our skin is also very tough. That's why many microorganisms cannot penetrate our skin. Then our mucous membranes of our internal organs. These mucous membranes, for example, start from our internal nostrils of our nose. There's the mucus producing cells or goblet cells which are present in entire our internal organs, which starts from our nose, from mouth up to the anus. So these mucous membranes consist of mucus, which also has mucin, a type of protein which resist those trap those organisms when they come in contact with mucus. It is also viscous in nature. That's why those bacteria or those pathogens which try to enter from our nose, they are trapped in that viscous mucus. Number second line of defense consists of phagocyte cells. Now these phagocyte cells are specialized white blood cells, especially microcyte or lymphocyte. So these phagocyte cells are also known as eating cells because they eat entire bacteria or entire viruses or other such pathogens. Number second is antimicrobial proteins. These proteins, especially antibodies, these are types of proteins which act against such pathogens and try to kill them when they come in contact with those pathogens. And number third point in the second line of defense is our inflammatory response. When any parasite, any virus or bacteria try to infect our body, it triggers our inflammatory response. Our inflammation means pain, redness and fever starts when those organisms come in contact with our internal body. Number second category of our immune system consists of called as the adaptive or acquired immune system. It is acquired from our environment. Now, when first line of defense and second line of defense fails, the adaptive or acquired immune system come in action. Just like our army is protecting our borders, they form our first line of defense. Now, second line of defense are our policemen and rangers. Now, if the enemy penetrates these first line of defense and second line of defenses, then our other agencies, including military agency, come into action. So our immune system also can be analoged with that type of action. So when first line of defense and second line of defense fail to counter those invading enemies or invading agents or pathogens which are causing some diseases, then the third line of defense came into action. Now this adaptive or acquired immune system is specific in nature. Its actions are specific in nature. So there are two types of this system. Number one is humoral immunity, or the immunity which is caused by B cells or performed by B cells is called humoral immunity, while the other category is cell mediated immunity, or the immunity performed by our T cells is called cell mediated immunity. Now the humoral immunity performed by B cells, now these B cells will make antibodies against antigen. Now these two terms are very important, antigen and antibody. Remember, antigen is any foreign particle which enters in our body. It may be any particle, it may be virus, bacteria, any parasite, any disease causing agent, anything. It may be some chemical. Now that chemical, those things are categorized, called simply antigens, because each and every cell of organism has antigen over their cells. Now these antigens are the glycoproteins which are present on the cell membrane of each and every organism. That organism may be virus, bacteria, or other disease causing agents or pathogens. So B cells make antibodies against those antigens which are entering in our body, which are invading our body, which are attacking our body and causing some diseases. So antibodies are chemicals which are produced by B cells, and these chemicals are produced within our body. Antigens are foreign agents. So these B cells produce monocytes, phagocytic cells, macrophages. Now these macrophages are also known as antigenic they have antigenic receptors, and they are also known as the antigen representing cells, because when antigen enters in our body, these antigenic receptors capture that antigen and present that antigen to our acquired immune system. So our acquired immune system takes action and makes B cells and T cells to counter those antigens which are entering in our body. Now then, plasma cells, these B